form to solve this topic, and he also teach me another skills like um, have some tips to do it or um, just feel rubik it is picture. If you want to solve any surface in into six surfaces, you can use imaging that your hand is picture. So these tips help me to think about the way I solve this topic. It is very easy. It's not, and now it is not challenging for me to solve this topic. Thanks to him.
Describe a quiet place you like to spend time in.
I'm not have much spare time to go out, but the most uh, important and the most important place that I always try to spend time to this, it is my living room in my house. In my living room, I can do many indoor activities with my family. We can watch TVs, watch TV, or discuss any topic that I want about my study, or I can play chess with my younger brother and younger sister. And in this living room, in this place, I can um, strengthen my bonds of family. I also have learned more skills and things that is very meaningful for my life. For example, my father teach me how to be consistent or maintenance. With my mother, she could teach me how to be hospitable and friendly with all of my friends and accept their difference. And with time, I play with my siblings in the living room. It helped me to be relaxing and help me to unwind after full day of stress. So this is the place that I always want to spend a lot of time because it helped me to improve my mental health.
Describe a piece of advice you received.
I am not a perfect person, so I had to receive a lot of advice. But the most meaningful advice that I have learned it is for my father. This advice it is tell me to be more consistent and maintenance. I am an energetic farming person who need to do anything to release the extra energy. I can like listening to music when I learn vocabulary or learn to study or with I'm cook. I need to play or chat with my younger sister. So it is very uh, important to me to be like mm, not more energetic, more consistent and maintenance. Be kind and don't do anything fastly, and I need to do anything carefully because I'm not good at pay attention to anything. So this is very easy for me to be careless to do anything. So this advice of my father is always helpful for me in doing with my groups when I discuss uh, about any topic with my classmates or in doing challenging housework about math. I can be calm and do it with more carefully.
Describe a photo that you like.
I'm quite an introvert person, and I also afraid of taking photos. And my photos of anybody I love is also little, but the most beautiful pictures that I have ever seen, it is the picture of my extended family. In this picture, photo I have is there's my family, my uncle's family, and my grandparents. This picture is very beautiful because everybody in this is very is smiles Chinese, and I have feel in this picture is have a positive energy for me to help me to overcome any problem in the life. This picture is took when I visit my hometown in the last day, and it is the most uh, it is the most times that I have always smile, have always playing, and I don't need to go to school. So this picture of my extended family in the last step is my favorite photo of my family.
Describe a day when you were very busy.
Um, my day and my weekday are always busy, but it's not the most. But if I have to choose one, it would be the Tuesdays every week. Tuesday, in the morning, I go to school, and then I come back home and help my mother. But after that, I have four class, extra class. The first is the math class, the extra math class. I go to my uh, teacher, my math teacher's house to learn about math. Then I go to my English teacher's house to do any homework and write a passage in English with my classmate. And then at seven, no, at 8 o'clock, I need to go to I need to learn English with my teacher in Miss Little, and I need to speak. So I need to speak. So in this day, I had to learn a lot in a lot of plays in a lot of subjects. But this day, I think it is the most positive days I have in every every day in the week, because this place I can learn more about many subjects like mathematics, English, and literature. And in this town, I can also learn the way to manage my time myself, like um, have a to-do list to know or to give priority to any action that I think this is important. So that's all.
Describe a famous person you would like to meet.
I have admired a lot of celebrity, but the most kindness people I have always admired is um, Taylor Swift. And I also want to see her in the future, because she is the first, I think not the first, but the people who gave me the positive energy through her songs. And her songs I found is very relaxing, and sometimes it's like the therapy for me to um, rewind unwind after I do them. I saw her exercise in mathematics or plays um, online essays in literature. And her mindset is also very can make me like wow, because her mindset is excellent. She can overcome any problem in her life for their feelings. And the parents don't allow her to go out with this person or her study. She's always always be optimistic to overcome this challenging in her life. So it is the most thing that I always have admiring her, and I occasionally want to um, see her in the future. And to do this, I think I have must have learned a lot. Must learn a lot to can leave apart to go to her concert or any her fan meeting and meet her easily.
Describe a job you would like to have in the future.
In the future, I would like to be an English teacher because I am because I'm good at English. I think so. Um, I want to be this job for two reasons. First, the first reason it is I want to share my passion in English to the other student. I want to uh, have her have them know that English is very easy to learn, but need your consistent maintenance and your long-term goals to learn it, because it's not one day, 2 day you can learn this. It's a long journey for you to understand this language. The second reason I want to be an English teacher, it is I want to make friends all around the world. When I was younger, I have seen a lot of documentaries, videos about foreigner or the people who visit Vietnam, like President Obama, and I always admire them of their way to say in English naturally. They say it's not have um, time to attend. They don't need time to uh, think about what they will talk or what they will speak after that. So this is the way that I always admire them. And so these are two reasons that I want to be an English teacher.
Describe a time you spent money on something useful.
Can you say again?
Describe a time you spent money on something useful.
Mm, um, uh, I I'm quite not not like spending my time, my money. Can you say again?
Mô tả một lần bạn đã chi tiền vào thứ gì đó hữu ích.
Describe a time you spent money on something useful.
It is when I use uh, my money that my father gives me to buy a book. It is about the way I can interact with each other in the good way, can help them satisfied and make me don't worry about my answers in every situation. Um, this this is the book can help me to learn more vocabulary. That is vocabulary and some um, grammar that is very difficult for me to understand through the videos or through the lesson of my teachers or my theory in this in the internet. And in this book there are many examples for me to understand the way I will do in this situation or more vocabulary because it is linguistic book. I feel it is the most useful that I spend a lot of my money to buy it because it is I have seen it when it was in my school library, but I can own it. I want to have it because of its useful benefit.
Describe a time when you visited a friend's home.
I only occasionally visit my friend's house. You essentially it is if they are my classmates, but the most time I spend to do many activities in their homes. It is the weekends when I and my best friends have a lot of time after after weekdays. We need to go to the school or the extra classes. Or sometimes we can meet each other after during terminal exam. We always meet when we at the coffee shop or the library, or sometimes we go swimming with each other, and we always have funny chat or many meaningful advice for the other's life. And when we go with each other, my parents is always alone with me because they know that my best friend is a good friend for me to trust, believe, and um, to express my emotions, feelings about anything I like or dislike. The most time that it is my habit. I spend time after I go to school in the morning. On Thursday, I always visit my best friend is Ngọc Ánh house to listen to her playing the guitar. She's playing very well, and I always want to listen to new songs that she can play. We also play chess or watch many scary movies, and that make strengthen my bones and help me to understand more about the others.
Describe a time when you gave someone a gift.
This is at the first in my best friend birthday. It is just 2 days ago. On Thursday, no, on Saturday. It is when I give her teddy bear. I think it is just a childish present, but at the time when I give her and she unwrapped the present, she screamed and oh wow, it's the beautiful and cute person that she have had. And I don't think that her feelings like this. Um, Before that, I have um, I have asked her about the things she likes, the color that she likes, and she just said that she likes everything I did. This is the sentence beautiful. It's like not only funny but also warm sentence that I have had. And when I give this person, I feel very nervous because everybody in their birthday party give her all of worthy present, for example, like camera or a large, big present. And just only me, it is a small present with and have artistic wrap. And she said it is the person that he liked the most, and it is also the person that the first time I gave her.
Describe a festival or celebration in your country.
In my country, there's a lot of festivals that is important for our customs and tradition. But the most special occasion in my country, it is that, or we can say in English, is Lunar New Year. Why it is important? Because in this occasion, we can um, come back to our hometown to visit my relatives and my grandparents. This person who I very love to spend time with them. And in this time, we can do many activities that um, strengthen your relation between you, your uncles, or my child friends in the hometown. Before that, every people in Vietnam always clean and decorate their homes with many trees like Kimport or in the south of Vietnam. We usually see um,
Vì ghi có kịp không Vì? Ồ, tốt
many
quá. Để tiếp tục
flowers
nha.
like spring in the spring, and after that they will prepare the to ingredients to cook the big meal for all of their families, extended family. And the most part of this occasion that I always love it is um, when the children receive envelopes, we can say it is red envelopes from the others. I always want to compare with my siblings that who have the most money, and we always go to this house or this house from the beginning of the village or the end of the village to receive most of the envelopes. After that, we need to say goodbye with my hometown and with my loved one. But it is, I think it is most in this occasion, everybody all have the most memory, have many the most memories that very useful, meaningful for their life.
Describe a successful person you know. Describe a successful person you know.
Ba có nói chưa vậy ba?
Không nghe thấy à? Không nghe gì không?
Describe a successful person you know.
I have known it is Sơn Tùng MTV, who is a Vietnamese singer, songwriter, and producer. He's one of the most popular artists in Vietnam and is well known for his unique voice, fashionable style, and inspiring personality. Sơn Tùng has become famous for his hit songs such as Em của ngày hôm qua, Chạy ngay đi, and Hãy trao cho anh. What makes him stand out is not only his catchy melodies, but also the meaningful message between his um, music. He always tries to create something originally instead of copying others, which I find truly admirable. Um, he is a person who always follows his passion fearlessly. Even when some people criticize his music style in the past, he never gave up and kept improving himself. His success proves that with determination and creativity, you can achieve anything you dream of. And I think if I had a chance to talk to him, I would tell him how much his songs have inspired me to stay confident and to live my own path. I would also love to ask him how he finds inspiration for writing songs and how he handles pressure from fans. Meeting think would definitely be one of the most memorable moments in my life to help me have more meaningful advice and successful people person.
Describe a time when you were surprised.
Can you say again?
Describe a time when you were surprised.
Um, I think I um I was surprised all of times when I talked with my friends or teach my younger sister. But the most memorable um, time that I surprised a lot is when I don't know. My teacher gave me the answer of this homework. This when I was grade 7. I need to do a lot of homework before the day uh, I give it to my teacher, and I always try to do it carefully and not have any mistake in my process to solve this uh, homeworks. And this means takes me 2 hours to accomplish this assignment. But after that, when I go to school, every classmate always smile, chat to each other, and don't worry about their homework. I have first surprised about it, but after my best friend said that um, then their teachers had a disease, so we will not have this lesson in this day. That's making me big shock about um, this because it teach me that if I don't do it in the small tasks every day, I can have a lot of things to do in the due day. Makes me more stressful and don't have patience about my study. And the other is don't ask my classmate or the other person about this. Just do it myself. It's good, but not good in some situation like my situation. And this is the time when I have a big shock about my study in my study.
Describe a piece of technology you find useful.
The technologies you always use. Uh, Technologies is in
Thiết bị công nghệ á, mô tả một thiết bị công nghệ mà bạn thấy hữu ích.
thiết bị
Điện thoại, điện thoại. Hữu ích bây giờ là điện thoại là một hoặc là máy tính là hai này. Hai cái đấy là bác thấy hữu ích nhất này. Tất nhiên bạn thấy cái gì hữu ích nữa thì bác không biết. Máy tính thì dùng để học, điện thoại để nghe này, để xem tất cả mọi thứ này.
technology anh bắt hỏi lại câu hỏi lần nữa.
Describe a piece of technology you find useful.
The technology I think is useful for my life. It is my computer. I currently, uh, I am currently saving up to buy the other that is more modern, and can have noise cancelling wireless headset, especially a modern known for industry that. Uh, high speed on high-speed internet, I can become aware of this particular model because through extensive reviews on page websites and recommendations from professionals who work in this measure, and it is essential. The computer is also essentially for my studies because it helped me to learn online with my English teacher, or I can write a message that I want to type in, or listen to English audio or video, or I can, especially I can do many IELTS tests in my computer. I I don't own the modern computer yet, but I have one. I use it daily for several hours, both for video calls and for studying. And in the past, I wanted to buy it because it offers the promise of a completely isolated sonic environment. As someone who works from home in a busy area, and in the technology environment, I think one people need to have a phone or a computer to be the robot. I think it is support that help your study and work. So making the computer a highly desirable tool for enhancing my productivity.
Describe a person you study or work with.
I'm studying with a lot of first class people, and this is my classmate. But the most people that most perfect people I learned with is my best friend is Ngọc. She is perfect in all subjects, like in three main subjects, like such as math, literature, and English. She also good. She also good at singing and remember and memorizing any knowledge that the teacher teaches them. And I occasionally ask her about any topic or anything knowledge that I don't know. My teacher said that is not clearly or properly clearly, and sometimes I also ask her the way can solve this problem in mathematics properly. I think she's um, the most perfect person have seen. She's also kind-hearted and hospitable, friendly. She always helped me without um, any restrictions. That is why Anh is the most important person in my study.
Describe an important decision you made.
Can you say again?
Describe an important decision you made.
Mô tả một quyết định quan trọng mà bạn đã đưa ra.
Describe an important decision you made.
The most important thing that I have decided it is when I say to talk to my father to decide that I want to follow learning in English. Before that, I always want to learn about mathematics because I want the figures. I also I like the figures. I also like the time when I saw many challenging assignment in mathematics that my teachers gave me. But after my father said that English is more important than the mathematics, that is why I follow choose to follow English. I think now it is not stupid or not smart decide, but in the future when I was complete my 12 years of study, I think this design is very useful because English is the language that a lot of people in all around the world uses, and if I have the other language, it's like I have good skills that make my profile more professional.
Describe something you learned from a mistake.
I am a person who always remember my mistake, and I think the subject that I have a lot of mistake, it is mathematics. In math, the subject which is which needs um, the solving problem skills, the the creativity to think the other's way to solve this situation and this situation. In the terminal exam, I had a big mistake that it make my score is lower than all many students in my class. That make me feel very optimistic, feel very stressed because learning mathematics is very hard, challenging for my mind. But after my best friend, she is not Annie. She said that um, this is just my mistake in only a step to only a step in a staircase. And so if I had learned how I do it it can make me to go toward to my goals. And this is why I always want to be more carefully, but can have many mistakes because mistake can help me to be can help me memory these things or knowledge more constant.
Describe a time you worked in a team.